What the hell?
Grandpa,
What's going on there?
I think I have the virus.
So, you got dressed up like a babushka? You were fine yesterday.
I don't feel well.
What are your symptoms?
They say you can have it and not have any symptoms.
Then how would you know if you didn't have it?
I'm warm.
You're under a blanket. Oh, that's one of the new models. They got thermometers around here. They pointed at your forehead. You think they're going to be zapped with electricity. I'm telling you, only trust the kind you put up your tuchus. I told the nurse that. She thought I was looking for a cheap thrill.
99.2.
That's it? We got people here who don't break a sweat at 105.
Ow.
They die at 104. Oh, that cough sounds familiar to me, like your mother's when she pretended to be sick to stay home from school.
I should go to the doctor.
So they can tell you you're a hypochondriac? You remember that time you thought you had mono?
I had mono.
Well, there were other examples. Would you get out from there?
Don't think you're taking this seriously.
You want to know what I take seriously?
No.
Gloria's death.
Oh,
Last night.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we said goodbye through the wall.
What did you say?
Goodbye!
And her?
She reminded me I owed her $10. Her daughter came to take away her stuff.
What did you do?
Paid her the $10. A day later, that mumser, Jerry Blatt, moved into her room because everyone knows she has the best commode in the building. He's a Trump supporter.
Oh.
Swallowed a bottle of Clorox last week.
Shouldn't it have killed him?
Saved his life. They pumped out his stomach and got all the malaria drugs out he'd been taking. When Gloria and I dated, we used to walk along the river holding hands. When her arthritis flared up, we went arm in arm. Her back got too sore to stand. We lay in bed the whole day. She made it sexy to be enfeebled.
That's almost sweet.
Don't say that too loud. You'll ruin my reputation. Shouldn't you be out there with the protesters?
Oh, you mean Black Lives Matter? I can't.
Why not?
I don't want to get the virus.
I thought you already had it.
I don't want to give it to anyone.
I always hated cops.
Why?
I was a criminal.
They've got a lot better reasons.
So join them.
I don't know if it's my place.
It's the streets. You're worried they're restricted?
I'm not black.
Mazel tov, you looked in the mirror.
I'm worried I'm a white person appropriating their cause.
Huh?
Is it virtue signaling?
I don't even know what language you're talking. So you're just sitting in your apartment watching the world go by.
I've been reading.
What's the point of that?
I've been thinking.
No point in that either.
I figured out what I want to do with my life.
Plumbing?
Philosopher.
Ay, go out.
It's about figuring out the meaning of life.
Yeah, you'd be much better off learning to snake a toilet.
Have you ever read Heidegger?
Wasn't he a Nazi?
A genius.
Then how come he became a Nazi?
And Kierkegaard?
Wasn't he a Nazi?
He was before them.
Then how come he didn't see it coming? I want to tell you something. My whole life, the one thing that got me into trouble over and over, thinking. Thinking as a dog chasing his tail. Why? How? You walk around all day looking like you're constipated. You ever heard of Charles Darwin?
Yes.
Now I'm going to tell you something about Mr. Charles Darwin. What is it that almost every living creature on this planet has?
I don't know.
A brain. Elephants got a brain. Ants got a brain. Even Republicans. Brains are a dime a dozen. But what is it that only humans have?
What?
Now I can't remember the word for it. You know, the thing.
Opposable thumbs?
Well, I was going to say the middle finger, but that's good too. And why did millions of years of evolution select for this trait? So we could work with our hands. Farming, tailoring, cobbling, bargaining. Jews even do their talking with their hands. It doesn't take a brain surgeon to know you need your hands to be a good brain surgeon.
But you also need a good brain
To operate on.
to be a good brain surgeon.
Now, the only reason those guys need their brains is so they can dream up their outrageous prices. Again with the... You ever see these reactions here? Applause and thumbs up. What do you do when you want to tell someone you can't stand them? The problem with society today is positive outlook. Like my mother always said, hope is the surest path to disappointment.
99.6.
Turn on the air conditioner, you'll get it back down again. You want to know the greatest philosopher who ever lived?
And if I said no?
My bar mitzvah tutor from the Bronx, Rabbi Harry. He was known as the Tzaddik of Jerome Avenue. People came to him with all their big questions like, what number should I pick for the lotto? What's wrong with mixing meat and dairy? And does man have free will? Or is a corned beef sandwich just too irresistible?
What about the meaning of life?
Never bothered him. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. In between, it's a circus without a ringmaster. Of course, then came Harry's sex scandal.
What happened?
He was making it with a priest.
He was gay?
Yes, but that's not what we called it back then.
What did you call it?
Making it with a priest.
So why did you hire him for your bar mitzvah?
Well, at that point, he came pretty cheap. He taught me about Moses and the burning bush. You know that story?
Yes.
You're not like I'm going to tell it. Moses is living his life at home with his wife, Zipporah, a shiksa, but one of the good ones. He decides to get some fresh air and go for a walk in the hills. Out there, he sees a lot of strange things. A flock of sheep wandering with no shepherd, a squirrel mounting a coyote, and a bush on fire. Somehow it's not turning to ashes, just keeps burning and burning. Now, in those days, they didn't have those artificial logs that lasted extra long. So Moses saw a business opportunity. But it turns out God was hiding in the bushes. Moses couldn't see him because he was wearing camouflage.
This is not how it goes.
It's called biblical interpretation. God appears to Moses and said, listen, I got a favor I want you to do. Go to the Israelites, tell them, pack up your bags, no time to wait around till the bread rises. We're getting out of here. And Moses said to God, if I go to the Jews with this, they're going to do what they always do, argue. They'll say, who are you to tell us what to do? And God says, who are you? Who am I? And Moses says, I don't know who you are. You're some guy who came out of the bushes. God says, I'll tell you who I am. Moses says, pray tell, pray tell. God says, I am who I am, except it's thunder and lightning and the heavens cracking open, very Cecil B. DeMille. I am who I am. And to this day, that is one of the greatest truths ever spoken.
Because it shows the nature of God.
No, because it's a tautology. After that, the Jews learn never to argue with God because every point he makes is so obvious. Oh gosh, for crying out loud, just get it. Go get it. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd bitty bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, hey! All day long I'd bitty bitty hum. If I were a wealthy man. What is it?
A letter from the Tenants Association. They slipped under my door. The woman down the hall has the virus. It's spreading through the building. I could have it.
Well, at least they're not raising the rent.
I know that woman.
You stooped her?
I walked right behind her up the stairway last week.
How was the view?
Grandpa.
Okay.
Should I go to the ER?
Yeah, they're packed. You'd have an easier time getting into a restricted golf club.
Ugh.
No, hey, did I ever tell you about Arnie Rottenberg? He was a hypochondriac. Every skin blemish was cancer, a pimple, it was measles. He survived more fatal diseases than any human being in history. Finally, he said he had a rash. Nobody believed it. 6 weeks later, the syphilis killed him.
That's not true.
Okay, maybe it was chlamydia.
I'm not a hypochondriac.
I never said you were. Meshuggah, maybe.
Shut up.
Did I ever tell you about Edna Zablonsky, the first Jewish Miss New York? Oh, she wowed the judges by reading the Talmud in a bikini.
No more stories.
I like to think of them as parables,
Lies.
fables.
Bullshit.
Okay, I'll give you Bubba Miser. Arnie Chutzpahdecker. Now, he could tell a Bubba Miser.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut
I'm
up.
sorry, I can't hear what you're saying.
Shut up.
Think I got it. Mum's the word.
I've got to go.
Don't.
I'll call you later.
Wait. Don't.
Goodbye.
This used to be Gloria's computer.
What?
Yeah, I was clicking around on some of these files on her desktop. Oops, sorry. I downloaded that. You know, she's half Jewish. Mother's original name was Schlomberg. Scarlett Schlomberg. I like that much better. Sorry. Mine again. Not Jewish. And with a name like Bergman.
Why are you looking at all these actresses' photos?
What do you think? I'm in lockdown. I got urges. Here it is. I recognize the one on the left from when she came to get Gloria's stuff, her daughter.
You're sure?
Yeah.
When did Gloria last use her laptop?
Yeah. I wondered about that too. So I asked the nurse the day before they gave it to me.
But they cleaned it.
I don't know how big they are on sanitizing. When things started to get out of control around here, they mainly focused on keeping everyone on the outside from knowing. They brought in a second refrigerator truck for the bodies.
Could Gloria have wiped it down?
Maybe, though she was never much for hygiene. When we kissed, I sometimes get a taste of her dentures.
We don't know for sure you have it.
Yeah, though I noticed at lunchtime my sense of smell is missing. I didn't have my usual Pavlovian response to the scent of the hot pastrami coming down the hallway.
That could just mean your nose is stuffed.
Sure.
You're not going to die.
No way.
You'll be fine.
Absolutely.
You'll probably live to 100.
Even longer.
They have really good treatments now, Grandpa.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't let them stick that tube down my throat to breathe for me. I want to be able to haggle over the medical bill.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Do me a favor.
Yeah?
Hey, stick that thermometer back in your mouth. Now, you were talking about what's the meaning of life. Breath. Take one, then another. While God's snuffing out someone else's life, you sneak in one more. As many breaths as I can get in. Life for more life's sake. That's all there is to it. Now, what does it say?
98.6.
And what's the diagnosis?
I'll live. Sometimes I get a little lost in my head.
Yeah, you just gotta know how to find your way back to the exit. Oh, man, it's a stupid idea.
What?
You want a hug? No, forget it.
No, it's okay. How would we...
Now, what the hell are you doing sitting around with an old man all day? Get out there.
It's okay.
No, I don't want a death watch. If I need you to euthanize me, I'll leave you a voice message. Go join them on the streets.
They're not keeping 6 feet apart.
Risk it. The whole world's on fire, boy chick. Go out there and pour some gasoline on it. I am sick of looking at that hangdog mug of yours. I'm going to leave now.
Grandpa,
Go already.
I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure you will.
I love you, Grandpa.
Love you too.